Hey guys, it's Christ169 coming to you live with another um, video here. Talk to you guys about some stuff here, really get some information, uh, and let you guys know what I think here. We're talking about the 5700X3D, and both of them are going to be interesting cards. Both of them look pretty good. Um, really, I think both of them are going to be interesting to really um, already look at. And I think if you compare both of them prices, you're going to find out that buying one is not always great, buying one of the others is not great. But I think this is AM4. Currently have AM4. I'm currently rocking a 5800X3D, Ryzen 7 5800X3D with 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 obviously, because I am AM4 socket. It's This could be the last gas, but I'll say the exact same thing about the 5600X3D until that came out with this one now. Now, let's really get into the situation here. What is CPU? CPU is a processor, help process information to the motherboard. RAM help process information to so you're opening up, tabs or whatever. Everything you're doing has a process on it. Open up a game has process on it. Everything uses the processor for a certain amount of time. But we're going to discuss here 5700X, or should you just go ahead and get a 5800X 3D. Now, if you use benchmarks, it's only showing 5700X, 5800X 3D. Not really much of a fair fight. But it is 8% faster on the 5800X 3D. 27% value, and about 104% average bench is 104%. This is the 5700X non 3D. It just came out recently, really so, but it's being sold on some stores. I'm gonna close the benchmark here, and we're gonna talk about some stores, Amazon, and maybe let's type in some Newegg here. Let's type in Newegg, see what they have going on. With 5700X3D, just comparison pricing, or just one of those damn things that we don't know for sure. Okay, so 5700. If I can type it in somehow. X3D. Let's see what it says. And it brings it up, of course. Now it only has one listing. A PC Builder, you can use it on Newegg. But guys, I am a tech channel, and I will bring you guys the latest in tech information, as well as a gaming channel. So I try to bring you guys the latest tech and gaming. And this is about gaming. Now, the 5700X3D is going to run you about $249. You can go on there and probably get it with some RAM sticks or something like that. Probably a little more expensive if you get some RAM sticks or whatever you may get on it. But some of them are going to run, all of them are going to run at least $249. You can get a 700G for $169, but in a 7800 3D, and that's DDR5 by the way, 7800 3D, 8 core, 16 threads, just a DDR5. Watts is 56 watts. 5800X 3D watts 105, so it's a little more. And you click on here on say Amazon, it's going to give you a rundown what it looks like, and 3 hertz. The 3 hertz is different because on the 5800X 3D, the or boost clock is 4.5. Here on the other one, 4.4. So a little slower. I'm believing what they're doing is they're taking the dies from these different ones here. And like, you know what, we're going to throw them in here and we're going to do them this way. And that's, I think, what they're really doing. It's they're taking the dies from the old 5800X's 3Ds and they're making new CPUs out of them. And that's very smart. Has 8 processors, 16 threads, exact same as its bigger brother 5800X 3D. But it came out January 31st. It came out only technically last Wednesday. So not fully a week yet. So if you haven't heard about it and anywhere else or haven't reviewed on it yet, it's because it hasn't gotten people's homes. It hasn't got people's computers yet to really figure out what's going on. And I want to tell you point blank, if you got a 5600X and you want to upgrade to a 5700X, if you can upgrade to a 5800X3D, I say do that because you want the latest and greatest. 5600X is actually doing better than the 14600K beating the game. Now, if you do brawl, if you're doing the performance stuff and other crap, yes, you'll have to have probably a 1400, 5900, or 7800X3D. You'll probably do a lot more multitasking, performance, editing stuff better than a 5800 or 5700X3D comparison. That's just the way it is. Or 5600X, 5800X will do better when it comes to benchmarking with Cinebench and stuff like that. More better than the 3D versions. Because the 3D versions of them are only dealing with gaming. They're not dealing with the aspect ratio of. Like I said, this is a gaming channel. I'm not going to get you guys to go buy something that's going to do more, 3D processing Cinebench. These things are going to run. The 5700X 3D will run games decently. Gaming Nexus, who I'm actually subscribed to down below, has done a video on this with benchmarks. It give you about 9 to 10% difference between a 5800X 3D and its little brother, the 5700X 3D. Where you see that difference, 9% may not be a whole lot of performance to you, but you're considering that the 5800X 3D is still rocking past the 14600K that came out, not too far long ago, and 5800X had been out at least over, I do believe, a year at least. It came out. Let's see when it came out. That's 5700X. 5800X released. Let's see here. It came out here somewhere. It came out on April 20th, 2022. So I got the upgrade myself in the Christmas of 2022. So I've had the 5800X 3D for a little less than a little more than a year. Yeah, about a year now, and I have to take to say that it's a great processor, gaming processor. But if you have an AM4 and you want to get the most out of your performance, skip the 5700X 3D. Yes, it's $249. Okay, yes, it's $249. Brand new, max boost 4.1. The base boost is 3.0. Game Nexus has got 3.1 out of it just by using just standard stuff. So it could be a little more like 3.1, but AMD don't want to put 3.1 and only gets 3.0. They want to keep it somewhat course what they wanted to keep it at. So you have high expectations. You know what you're getting your hands on. So that being said, I do recommend the 5700X 3D. If you can't do 5800X or if you can't afford 5800X, even though 5800X is no damn expensive, it's 306. It's originally 449 on Prime, but Amazon that's Amazon. Newegg will probably have it a little cheaper if you're willing to bear with me a second here and see what it says price wise. And price wise, it's gonna set you back $315. Now you can get a Newegg, you can get the combo unit, you can get some other crap here for it. If you're doing a brand new build, you get a Ryzen 7 5000 series card with your without a stock on $1,300 anyway. But you can get a 5800X 3D with a GPU without those are out of stock. Obviously, they're going to be um, the first to go. But out of the box includes free gift. If you get it on Newegg, get a free gift. You get some RAM sticks. It's 2 gigabytes, 288 pin RAM, DDR4 3600, PC4 2800 desktop memory. So you get two sticks. You get like a value of $45 included with the 5800X3D if you buy it for $319 from Newegg. And Amazon will probably have it at 306, originally 449. But right now, 5800X3D is selling for 315. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About $8 more, but you get some RAM sticks included, free DDR memory purchase. I'm gonna say if you don't have if you don't have um, if it is something that is in your future for AM4, if you have an AM4 socket, AM4 motherboard, everything you need, you want to upgrade your RAM. So say you have 32 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, then you hop on over to Newegg here and get the free RAM upgrade with the 5800X3D, and you're getting the top of the line. But if you're a brand new build, go to the 7800 3D. Yes, it's AM5. Yes, AM5 DDR5 is going to cost a lot more money. But if you're going to buy a brand new build, I would not buy AM4 right now. It's too far ahead. AM4 is supposed to have been done in 2020, but it started in 2016, 2017. But because of the pandemic and crap like that, it's one of those things that I think bugs some people, rubs some people the wrong way, that there is an issue with the AM4 still being. Some people think AM4 is old and needs to go away. A lot of people like myself have AM4s because this is what we have. However, my A cooler may only fit just AM4 right. Intel, I have parts for it, so it can do that. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, I'm trying to say is to you, if you're going to buy a 5700X and you can't squeeze out an extra, let's say, okay, let's say calculator here, calculating time, say 250 minus, let's say 306, if you buy it, if you can't squeeze out $56, I don't know if you should upgrade at all, because PC gaming is not about just being playing nice. A PC gaming is about upgrading the max potential and getting the most out of your system, especially if you're trying to play the latest greatest games. And let's say you got a new graphics card or a 30 series card or whatever, or a 40 series card, low end or mid grade, you want to have the most in there. And these will run with a 40 series card, I do believe, pretty well actually. But I'm not a stickler for AM5. I'm not gonna say go out and buy it right now, because AM5 still costs a lot of money. And prove it to you, we're gonna run Newegg here. I'm gonna type in 7800X 3D. That is gonna cost you about $399. A Newegg a little cheaper than Newegg in our prices. Some have combo kits you can buy and find sockets. So a $399. Let's try Amazon. Let's try some Amazon here. 7800 X3D. $389. That's way above what you wanted to spend. Still same price, $449. So it came out in the same price as the 5800X, but it's still more expensive, and it's AM5. 79 3D 100HD is 12 cores, 24 threads of $462. That's AM5 as well. So you really have to start pinching. It's more about pinching pennies than anything else. It's more about pinching pennies than anything else you gotta deal with. It's not about the fact that, oh, I want to keep this alive. It really now when you go to AM5, you really gotta watch your pennies, and you gotta watch how much you spend, because it can get kind of difficult out there trying to buy these things. And I think if people go out there and buy, oh, I'm gonna buy an AM5 system because it's gonna be cheaper, they're gonna find out it's more expensive than what they thought. I'm not saying that buying AM4 brand new is gonna be a wise decision. It's not, because you're stuck on AM4. So if you're an AM4 person like me, and you upgraded to say a 5600X or 5700X, hey, I'm gonna go 5800X 3D. Why not buy 5800X 3D and drop it in there? You gotta take off your stuff anyway and do it anyway. Why not just upgrade that sweet, max out your motherboard? Because you're gonna be buying. I'm gonna be buying a new AM5 set probably within the next 2 to 5 years. Once again, I have a 2 to 5 year rule. No less than 2 years, but no more than 5 years. Thanks, buddy. But hey, buddy. Hey, Diamond. But with the whole situation at hand, with the AM4, with the 5700X 3D, I say if you're gonna buy 50, if you're gonna buy a 3D card, or no, I mean a 3D processor on AM4, doing pretty good. Um, I say go with 5800X 3D. Skip over 5700X unless you can't afford a 5800X 3D for a reason. Then hats off for you, because it is a downgraded 5800X. The 5700X 3D is, but it will run. But don't be surprised if your 5700X non 3D runs a little faster. Same with the 5800X 3D non 3D. It's going to run a little faster because they know it didn't have the 3D cache on top of it. So I'm telling you guys this really to get you guys understanding that you can go on Newegg and Amazon and you can buy this thing, but I would probably, if you have 5800, 5600X, I would go and you can't afford it, and you can't afford 5800X 3D. I will go to that. You get the best bang for your buck. The 5800X 3D is still kicking the crap out of the 14600K. That's how crazy it is right now out there with the gaming landscape. It doesn't mean that the 5800X is the end all be all of computer processors. It's not, but it's going to last at least up to 5 years, maybe. I once again have a 2 to 5 year rule where it lasts 2 years to 5 years. Usually how PC cards work. But with the AM5 being started in 2016, early 2017, and going on to way now 2024, beginning 2024, it's safe to say that the AM4 could last probably another 6 months before they started stop making no more processors. And I think AMD is sitting on a few more SKUs of old die from 5800Xs that couldn't make the cut. Now, what the hell, will make some more money off this. We'll go ahead and make cheaper versions of 5800X 3Ds. What they did with 5700, 5600X. And I said they could probably make a 5700X 3D eventually. I said it about a year ago, as well as Game Nexus did, about them using die to make a lasted effort to AM4s, and they're probably going to make another one, probably eventually again, maybe. But this probably be the last hurrah for the AM4s, and that's fine because people need to move on eventually, including myself included. But I've been enjoying AM4. It's been good. Like I said, I got 5800X 3D processor in my rig right now, and it runs phenomenally well. So like I said, guys, it's just up to you, but I would recommend going to 5800X 3D, skipping the 5700X unless you really like the 5700X, and if you do like 5700X 3D, hey, go for it. And if you can't afford 5800X 3D right now, you drop yourself that 5700X 3D in there, will be good for you. But like I say, guys, I say to drop the money down on 5800X 3D and drop it in there and just use it because it's a great processor. Like I said, it still beats out the 14600K. It's really good. It actually comes close to some games. I'm doing good there, man. But like I say, guys, it's understandable to have fears about that. But like I said, just go with your heart, go with your mind, see what your mind heart says. If you can afford 5800x3D, if you have AM4, go for it. I'm not saying buy a new AM4. No, if you don't have a PC at all, go straight to the DDR5 because that's the way they go. AM5 socket. Um, but I'll catch you guys later. Once again, peace, love. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank all you guys for watching my video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.